Ooh, lots of diamond front post puff stitches everywhere. Yes, that's what I decided to call that stitch. I don't know what it's really called or if that is what it's called, but now that's what it's really called to me. So, however, with that said, I'm working on that scarf that I used to teach you the stitch, and if you don't know the stitch, there's a video for it. So I had a lot of people ask me, because in the video I said I don't really know what this stitch is. And then a lot of people asked me, so I consulted with someone who is a professional crochet pattern writer and designer. And I sent her a photograph of it, and she said, well, that looks like a diamond puff stitch. So I said, okay, fine, I agree with that. It looks like a diamond puff stitch, because, it's the diamond shape that you see when you look at it. So as I got to looking at it, I thought, well, the stitch is really more than just a diamond puff stitch. It's, let me take this out. Because we're doing this sort of puff stitch here, but we're doing it on this front post, as a front post here. So I said, well, that makes more sense to me to call this a diamond front post puff stitch, because it's diamond shaped pattern, it's a front post stitch, and this is like the puff stitch part of it. So I said, okay, I'm going to call it a diamond front post puff stitch. It's a lot to say, I know, but that's what it is. So that's why I call it that. So there'll be no more questions about this stitch, unless you just want to talk about it. So I was working on this scarf using that J hook that I honestly probably haven't used in years. I have a lot of them, so I must have loved them at one point. I think a lot of people learn on J hooks. It's a good, look, it says 55 cents. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Can you see that? It says USA J 55 cents. Boy, is that how you say that? I never knew how to say that really. B-O-Y-E, I think it is. USA J 55 cents. I wonder how much this same hook costs now. I haven't bought a J hook in 30 years. Wow, I didn't realize that was 55 cents. What a relic, huh? So anyway, that's how I felt about the stitch and why I decided to call it that. And I was getting a lot of people sending me notes asking me what the name of it was. And that's why I really thought about it, and I dissected the stitch and decided how it was made and constructed, and diamond front post puff stitch just makes the most sense. So I'm working on the scarf here, as I said, so I'm just going to continue on that. But I am working on something for you. I have 2 videos I'm working on. One is the top. I've been talking about like incessantly that honestly I've only done 1 video shoot on it, and I'm getting ready to do a second one. But I also have another design that I'm going to share with you that's coming up soon. So anyway, I just want to talk about that stitch a little bit. So there you have it.